Welcome to USB Hole, the podcast where we talk out of our asses. I'm Chill,
I'm the child.
and today we are doing an AMA kind of 20 questions, something like that. So we are going to ask each other questions, and they're going to be super random, and then we're just going to answer them. Super fun. You go first.
Okay. Most of mine are just random ones that I just picked out from not necessarily stuff I want to know about you in my head, but stuff that I don't already know that I found from funny things online or random or whatever. Just to
Yeah,
keep
I
it
went to
more
some
interesting.
weird websites for this, so
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask them in order so I can keep track because you know me, I'll ask the same thing more than one time.
yes.
Okay. The first random one is what's one thing that people are generally surprised to find out about you?
So I went into this thinking about how it's going to be really hard to just answer questions on the spot, and then you already got me with the first one.
Sorry.
What are things that would be interesting about me?
No, not interesting. That people are
Oh,
surprised to find out. Like they wouldn't
surprised to
expect.
find out. I
Yeah.
think I have this for you too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have one?
Are you trying to piggyback my question so you can think of an answer?
Yeah, I am.
Um,
Oh, this is so hard already.
I don't think people are surprised to find out stuff about me because I'm pretty much tell everybody everything about me because I have diarrhea of the mouth.
Me too. I like puzzles.
Hey, me too.
For those on the video version, you can see the giant puzzle behind me that I haven't even come close to finish.
Did you get the edges done?
No, I'm still missing 3 pieces.
What the fuck?
There's 1,000 pieces. I'm trying to get through it. I'm really slow. Um, I'm really trying to think of something. I used to play the
Okay,
saxophone. Is that
me too.
that's
Well,
fun?
I still have the alto sax.
I don't remember. My mom might still have it in the attic or something, but I didn't take it to California with me, so I don't know.
When I was trying to ask you if I could record a theme song for us on the karimba, I was going to do it on ask about the saxophone, but then I was like, I feel like that's going to be a little too high pitched for the mood that I was trying to go with on the karimba. But you never told me I could record it on the karimba, so I was like, okay. She doesn't want me to play music for us.
I mean, you could do whatever you want. I don't even remember you asking, but that tracks. So,
You
but we could
remember?
just do like an alto sax duo type thing and create
Yeah.
it ourselves. Is
Go tell your mom that she needs to look. Like, did your mom listen to this?
probably not.
Okay.
Her shipping it would probably cost more than the saxophone is worth.
That's true.
So I could just buy a new one.
All right,
Um,
just go rent a saxophone just so that we can make a
yes.
intro. But can
Yes.
I also play the karimba in it because I like
Oh yeah.
karimba? Okay.
We could just play them all at separate times and then splice them together.
Okay, sounds good.
But was that I don't even remember the question, but did that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so because I didn't know that about you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you one now. If you had the opportunity to go to Mars but never come back, would you do it? Why or why not?
No. Ew. It's hot as fuck there. No, thank
Well,
you.
I mean, it's like that whole thing that they're trying to plan, like a whole city on Mars type thing. So you might have air conditioning, but would you build a civilization on Mars even though you
No,
know you couldn't come back?
no, I'm still gonna pass because I'm not really a go-getter. So I'd kind of rather just stay here and not try to pave the way for other people to have a new civilization. You don't
Yeah.
want to make something based off of me.
And I feel like at this point we don't have the skills needed to create the civilization. Like you need scientists, you need doctors, you need
See?
people who can actually run a civilization, which is not us.
Yeah, people who don't just only talk out their asses.
And
All right, let me ask you another one. What was the last thing you Googled?
I don't remember if I Googled something on my phone or let's see. Let's look at my history. Because again, don't remember. History. That's not history, that's favorites. I don't even know how to computer works. There we go. History. Which way should a microphone face?
I love it.
Why am I so
So
stupid?
relevant.
Like me and technology just it's funny because I have a degree where literally the whole degree I was doing like Python and SQL, like I was creating things, HTML. I made a website, but I could not figure out how to face my microphone. So that's dumb. I kind of really want to know yours though, and that wasn't one of my questions. Can you tell me? You don't have
Sure.
to.
No, I will, but I know it'll be on my phone because it's pretty much the only place I do anything. So let's see.
Also, my
The last
camera was broken, so that was the Google before the microphone.
uh, the last thing I Googled is literally the word game. So I took my
Oh,
niece I took my niece to practice today, and we were a little bit early, so it wasn't her turn. And she wanted to play on her tablet while she waited. Well, I couldn't remember the password for the tablet, so I couldn't get on there. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just let her use my phone while I have games on my phone. So
game.
instead of going
So generic.
prepared I am for children to be in my life.
Game.
Instead of going to like the app store and getting a game, I just Googled the word game, and then it was her turn to go, so there wasn't even time to like get a game.
Game. Well,
Yeah,
that wasn't as interesting as I hoped it would be.
yeah, just stupid, is it? Just the word game.
All right, my next question for you. If you could have chosen your own name, what would you have picked?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I like my name. Like I'm not. Maybe I probably would have picked my same name. I don't know. There's not really like a name that I feel like um suits me. But my name is not like is not it's not like super common, and it's spelled differently than most people spell it. And I'm named like all of my names, my first name, middle name, like I'm named after people. So I don't know. I'm cool with my current name.
I think the whole thing with like the name being spelled different, you like that and I hate it. I like the look of it better. I think without an H on my name is better, like just appearance wise. I don't know what
Because
the
it
H
is
really
our
does.
skill.
Yeah. But like
Sarah.
if you go anywhere and they need your name or anything, it's guaranteed to be spelled wrong. And it's like
Yeah.
now I have to spell my whole name out because no one can spell my last name either.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just sitting there spelling my whole name. It's like I like the people
It,
who ask though. There's a lot of people who ask.
I always, if it's a name that is more than one person, will like not spell it exactly the same. I always ask, how did they spell whatever that name is? Because my name is one that is always spelled wrong and it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But even I'd from people not like people just automatically putting an H in my name, which it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like,
What's with
um,
all the H's?
I don't know. H's are ew.
They
Remember
don't
that from
they don't
online?
make anything better.
Well, but yeah, it's pointless. It doesn't like the H doesn't belong in there, but just the spelling of it to begin with, people just can't figure it out, and they'll just like put an A in a random place. You literally sound it out. Like if you sound out my first name, it's spelled exactly how it sounds. So I don't know why people have such a hard time spelling it. And if you combine my first name and my middle name, which I usually do, then like yeah, I could understand you spelling that incorrectly. But like my original first name, Teresa, like it's easy as fuck to spell Teresa. Like, come on. There's no
Yeah.
fucking H in there.
Same with Sarah. It's not Sarah. It's
Yeah.
just Sarah. Hard
I'm gonna
stop.
call you Sarah for now on.
Sarah. I wanted to be named Megan, and I don't know why.
Megan?
Yeah, like all my dolls when I was a kid, I would name them Megan.
Megan would work for you.
The only reason I wouldn't want it now is because I had a friend who was named Megan, and like we were super close when we were like teenagers and stuff, so that would have been weird. But I was never friends with a Sarah, so at least I could be unique in that front. All right, give me another question.
Like, I don't know. I feel like this is something you're not gonna know off the top of your head. What's the
Oh God.
funniest joke? What funniest joke do you know that doesn't make other people laugh? What is the wording? I need to start reading before I copy and paste shit. Like, what's the funniest joke you know that other people don't think is funny?
Can I tell you the one that I said last night?
Yeah,
What was it? Like what pairs well with wine? Cheese
yeah.
nuts.
Got
Except you laughed, so I guess that doesn't count.
him. Well, I mean, other people might not think it's funny.
Yeah, if that's like Gen Z humor.
Yeah. We just like saying got him.
Got 'em. Cheese nuts.
Yeah, that
So
question was dumb. Sorry.
that
We're
joke
going
was
back.
dumb,
We'll get you
so
a
it
better one.
worked.
Yeah.
Do you think cereal is a soup? Why or why not?
Um, I'm gonna go with no for me because in my opinion, soup is like when you sit down to eat soup, you don't add stuff to it. It's like like yes, it's made of multiple ingredients, but you put them all in there and then you cook the soup and then you eat it.
What about
Like when you're having
crackers?
that's like a side that you like dip
You have
in
a
the soup.
side of crackers.
Well, like if you have crackers, like you put them on the side and you dip them in, or you like put out your spoon and dip them in.
I crush them and then drop them
Oh,
in.
I don't do that.
So it's, I guess you could call that a topping.
Yes, it would be, yeah, topping. But like with cereal, you take the cereal, you put it all in the bowl, and then you put your milk and you eat it.
That's true.
And I mean, unless you're having gazpacho, soup is generally hot.
I was gonna say, don't say soup is hot because gazpacho is a thing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
gazpacho is a
no,
thing.
shut up. No, I agree with you. I don't think it's a soup for those exact reasons.
Yeah. Um, I fucking love cereal though. You know that. It's one of my favorite
Oh yeah.
foods.
If it wasn't so like sugary, can they make a good tasting cereal that isn't so bad for you and doesn't make me poop?
The cereal's making you poop, or because it's like brandy,
It's
fibery.
I poop from milk too, so the combination doesn't help. But if I only have like a little bit of cereal and a little bit of milk, I'm fine. But I think the combination of the two and the fact that I cannot stop eating cereal when I start
Why are you
is
not using like a dairy alternative for your cereal?
because
Don't look at me like
let
that.
me live my life.
You just started stab me in the face with your eyeball.
Let me live my life. I don't know, because usually we needed like actual milk for things. So I would just use what we already had. Now I have oat
Oh,
milk, but I don't buy cereal. So
oh. I mean, you
I
know
don't
me,
know.
I always have like 5 to 7 different types of cereal at any given time.
Yeah, and they all have like one tiny bowl left in them.
That's because I eat them. And when you saw all of the cereals that one time, I had already eaten most of them. But I just use dairy alternatives. Like, depending on what kind of cereal, sometimes I prefer almond with it. The almond milk tastes better. Sometimes coconut tastes better. Depends on what type of cereal.
I can't, like I said, I can't stop myself from eating it once I start. So I will eat like half the box in one sitting. And I think
Mm.
that's going to make me go to the bathroom regardless of what milk I'm using.
Yeah, in regards of what type of cereal you're eating.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or
Oh, I like
Smart
Cinnamon Toast.
Start,
It's good.
something like that.
I will usually have, like, if I'm having cereal as a snack, I'll have, if I'm craving one specific kind, I might have a bowl of that kind. Otherwise, I'll take a bowl and I'll, like, when it's dry, I'll put, like, on one side, one type, and then like the other side, like another type. Sometimes I'll do like a four for like a knuckles in the middle, like different ones, and then eat them. But I don't stir them together and eat them. So it's like I'm eating four separate bowls of cereal at one time,
And you didn't put
like the
this in
different
the
kinds.
Weird Habits podcast episode we did?
I don't know. It didn't occur to me that was weird. It's just
That's very
cereal. I
weird.
could do. What's your most embarrassing moment in public?
Maybe we should have prepared for this.
Yeah. 45 seconds ago when you talked about how much cereal makes you poop. Is that the
I'm
answer?
not, I haven't pooped myself in public, I don't think.
I didn't ask if you pooped yourself in public.
You said most embarrassing thing in public. I was trying to think if
Yeah.
I pooped myself. That would be embarrassing as fuck.
Your memory sucks, but that's horrible that you have to think about whether or not you pooped yourself in public.
I don't think
You
I
don't just
have.
know off the top of your head.
I did. I've done the thing where like someone's waving at you and you wave back and then realize they're not at all waving at you. That's pretty fucking embarrassing.
That was on the list of questions. Not mine, but it was one
Oh,
of the
really?
questions on the list. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Um, I've done the thing where like you're going one place and then you just turn around to go back where you came from. I don't think that's embarrassing. You just have to be confident about it, but I literally just did it like an hour ago. Um, what else? I did some weird shit as a teenager, even as a
Yeah.
kid. I'm pretty sure everything I did was embarrassing in some fashion. Like if I thought about it now, I would look at it and be like, that was super embarrassing. But at the time, it wasn't that big of a deal. Oh, I was going to tell this story somewhere else, but I couldn't figure out where to tell it. I found a picture of myself at a slumber party we were probably 6, 7 years old. And it was a bunch of girls from my class. And they were all wearing like nightgown type things. And so it went like floor length or knee length. I didn't have a nightgown, so I just wore a night shirt that barely covered my butt cheeks. And I was like, who let me walk around looking like this?
Your friend's house at a sleepover?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just there were like 8 girls there and they all had like nightgowns or some kind of pajama and I wanted to fit in with a nightgown, but all I had was a shirt. So I just didn't put pants on. Who let me run around like that?
Yeah. That's what I wore, but at home. Like if I were to go to someone else's house, I would put on pants. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But that
Well,
was
I feel
pretty
like
embarrassing.
people weren't looking out for you very much when you were younger.
And when I thought about it, like I remembered being there and being embarrassed that I was doing it and still doing it.
Oh.
Like, what was wrong with me?
You were like, oh, let me put my fucking pants back on.
I don't even know if I brought pants. So, like, I couldn't. I was just wearing a nightgown.
Okay, well, like when you went to their house, did you not have pants on?
Well, I probably had like pants, like jeans or something on. I don't know. I was
Yeah.
7. You think I remember that? I can't even remember this morning.
Yeah.
But
Oh
I saw the
god.
picture of it and I was like, what is wrong with me? I don't know if I can even put the picture on here. Too
Yeah.
risque.
Yeah. We can't put pantsless kids on our podcast.
I mean, everything's covered, but barely. Oh, that was bad. All right. My next question is, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten?
Oh god. I mean, not food, right?
It could be food or not food.
Oh, I mean, for some reason when we were kids, my sister and I used to eat paper. Like
I've
not
done
because it
that.
tasted good, just it was just something we did. Um, Definitely like when I would buy my dog new treats, I would always taste them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What they taste
Uh,
like?
um, Depends on the treat. Like pepperoni, those are gross. They don't taste anything like like Slim Jones, which is what I
I've
really
heard
wanted them to
that
taste like.
weirdly.
Yeah. We used to. I used to get her like these freeze dried chicken breasts. It was literally just not freeze dried, dehydrated. It was literally just a fresh chicken breast that was dehydrated with salt.
So like
And it
jerky.
tasted like, yeah, it tastes like chicken jerky. Like I wouldn't eat it, but like, I would taste it. I'm like, well, if she's gonna eat it, I want to know what it tastes like. But then after Hera passed away and we had the other two dogs, like I just felt bad, so I spoiled them more because, I was like, oh, now they're gonna be old and they're gonna die, so we'll spoil them. And at Publix, shout out to Publix, I don't know who else sells these, but they have these, oh, I did that again. They have these cookies that are like the little sandwich cookies. They look like they're human cookies, and all the ingredients in them are things that humans eat, and they're organic, all natural cookies. And they had like a cacao flavor and a lemon flavor. And Lola didn't like the cacao one, so I only got those once. But the lemon ones are so fucking good. They tasted like regular human lemon cookies. Like I didn't just taste it; I ate the whole thing. Like, and I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna lie, I
God.
probably had more than one of them. Like
That's
probably
funny.
not at the same time, but like each time I bought them, I probably had another one. But she loved those cookies. But yeah,
One
those
for
are
the
really good.
dog, one for me, one for the
Yeah.
dog.
But like I said, they're all like those particular ones are like organic and they're all like the same food, like same ingredients found in like human food. But I don't know, maybe that. I also when we used to go to my grandma's house, um I used to just like eat spoonfuls of sand, like sitting underneath the swing set. I don't know
Why?
why. I don't know why. I think like we
Oh.
would just like play pretend, but like I would just actually eat it. Like it was a little dense.
I mean, if I have like sand on me from the beach and it ends up in my mouth, I don't spit it out. I just deal with it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go through all the trouble of spitting it out, but I can't say that I've ever picked up a spoonful of sand and ate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this would be when I was probably like 3 or 4,
No.
but I would definitely want to do that now.
Yeah.
The cookie thing, I mean, those cookies are good, so I probably would still eat that one
Those
cookie.
cookies slap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out the brand and like put them up there for you.
If they still sell them, do you know?
I don't know. I haven't bought a dog cookie in over a year.
Publix, if you're listening, we don't have dogs, but we would like you to send us some lemon dog cookies
Yeah,
because now I
I
want to
need.
try them.
Yeah, I need to know exactly what the cookie brand is. It's probably some brand that they sell at every fucking store that sells dog cookies,
Probably.
but they're really good.
Color me intrigued.
Yeah. Um. Oh, okay. Here's a good one because this is something that I actually enjoy doing. Um. What as seen on TV product do you secretly want to buy?
A ShamWow.
I had a ShamWow.
Is that a secret though? Because I would tell people that.
Yeah.
They seem
I
like
don't
they
know.
work
Any other
really
ones?
well. I always wanted to, this is kind of weird. I always wanted to buy that, what is it called? It's the sealant one with the ridiculous commercial where he's like sealing up a boat on
Flex
the
Seal.
bottom. Flex Seal. I want to
Yeah.
buy it and see what I can seal up and if it actually works because I think that's really fun, but also kind of weird.
If you get it, let me know because I also want to try that one.
Okay, at least I'm not the
I
only one.
I am a whore for infomercials.
Me
I
too.
love infomercials. When I was younger, my roommate and I, we were like in our early 20s, we would just get like hella stoned and watch infomercials and call and buy shit.
Oh my God. You actually
And then we
bought
would,
the stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. One year for Christmas, I was sarcastically talking about the Easy Cracker. So like, oh my God, I need an Easy Cracker. I can't crack my eggs. Like acting like the people do on the commercials. And for Christmas that year, my sister and her husband bought me an Easy Cracker,
That's
which
hilarious.
FYI, those don't work. Don't buy an Easy Cracker. The egg yolk separator thing doesn't work, and it doesn't easily crack your egg.
Well, that's rude because a lot of those types of as seen on TV things are meant for like older people or people with disabilities that can't
Yeah,
actually do those things. And if it doesn't fucking work, you're just making more work for disabled and elderly people.
yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, there, I don't remember the name of it, but I've noticed they've been starting becoming popular again recently. This was probably like 15 years ago or so that I had one of these. It's the brush that's like a squeegee on, it's like rubber and it has little rubber bristles. and it's like a squeegee thing on one side, and you use it for getting hair out of stuff. And in the ads, it would be like your hair, my hair, cat hair, dog hair, pet hair, long hair. I don't know, like something like that. It would just like go on about all these types of hair. That thing fucking works so well. It would get like every little piece of dog hair out of the carpet, like, and you would get a fucking workout like
I would
doing it.
see those
Like,
things like
yeah,
even now they sell things that are like that. I don't know if I've seen that exact infomercial, but those would have been nice when I had carpet because I have hardwood right now, but when I had carpet, just my own fucking hair.
yeah, those
Like
things are so yeah. If
I've
I
killed too many
remember,
vacuums.
yeah, I you got to get like flip the vacuum over with your scissors and like and cut the hair out of it.
Mm-hmm. OxyClean also works pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, what's your Seinfeld reason to not want to date someone? You know what I'm talking about? Like how they had extremely petty reasons to not date someone. Like, I can't even think of one, like her voice or.
I mean, I could think of a petty, like, I could go with just like a petty reason, but
Yeah.
I thought you knew this about me that I've never finished watching all of Seinfeld still. I've been
You
working
don't
on
know
it
the
for the past
Seinfeld
year.
trope?
I just know that they're all shallow assholes on
Yeah.
Seinfeld. Yeah. I mean, there's like the obvious if they're too short, which is bullshit because I'm short, but that's just something that like is a thing for me. But oh God, I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of them. I could give you so many reasons why not to date someone. Why do you think I
Give
don't
me
date people?
give me two or three.
The way you eat, if you're a mouth breather, the way you drive.
I don't think these are that as petty as you think.
Like
I mean
not
something
dating
like
someone just
his
because they breathe through their mouth.
I couldn't do that. I'm talking like one eye is higher than the other or something that petty. Like obviously I'm not saying that's one of mine, but like something
Oh,
so stupid that most people probably would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
what about okay, so this is an actual thing that I had a problem with one of my exes. We dated for 3 years and I used to tell him all the time he had to change his clothes before we went places. Because he liked to wear long jean shorts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like jorts?
No, long jean shorts. So like
Like how Josh wears in the Mythical Kitchen?
no, no, no,
Those
no.
are jorts.
So like they would be like shorts
Oh,
that were jeans that went like past his knees, but they weren't capri. They're like capri length shorts, but they were denim and they shouldn't have been capri length.
so like, you know how the guys from ICP?
Yes,
Yeah, okay, I got it
yes,
now.
yes, yes.
Gross. I
Yeah,
don't blame you because I also would not like that.
yeah. And I would constantly be like, I'm not going with you unless you change your pants. And he didn't find it amusing, but I'm like, I know. It's embarrassing.
No, that's super embarrassing because it looks so ridiculous. Like they do look like they're wearing capris that are way too big.
Yeah, I should have gone with that to begin with. But so denim though. So like if you were wearing like a Dickies that were that length, yeah, I'd be all for it. I'd actually be into it. But denim, no, no, gross.
Yeah, because it was always like flared at the bottom. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you doing? Your legs look
yes,
like toothpicks inside of your pants.
yes.
It looks
He
weird.
also liked to wear like high socks with them.
Oh God.
Which again, if they were like Dickies, I'd be all right with that. But not or like a Dickies style. It doesn't have to be Dickies brand, but like that style, but not denim.
I feel like I still know people that dress like this.
Anyone who knows me will know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, we used to get in some stupid petty arguments about that. Yes.
I don't know. I don't blame you. So I'm on team no weird denim
Team
capri big
yeah.
pants.
Would you rather be caught picking your nose or picking a wedgie?
Oh, we weren't doing Would You Rather.
Okay, sorry, I forgot.
That's
Um
okay. I'll do it.
That's a good question. I didn't notice the would you rather part. I just saw the picking a wedgie part, and I thought about how I constantly catch myself picking my wedge.
I'm good at doing it without using my hands. So does that count? Because I don't know. I'd rather pick a wedgie because I feel like that's more relatable. Not
Yeah.
everyone picks their nose, but I feel like a lot of people have at least at one point picked a wedgie.
Nah, yeah, and I feel like picking your nose is disgusting.
Yeah. And picking a wedgie, like I can at least walk most of it out.
Yeah.
For the real deep one, you might have to go in there, but I'm usually pretty good at getting away with it. What about you?
Okay.
I'm assuming the same.
Yeah, because snot and boogers make me vomit.
That's
So
true.
yeah.
Do you believe in the 5 second rule? Do you eat stuff off the ground?
Um, I'm I would instantly say yes, but it depends on where I am. If I'm at my house, yeah, I'm gonna eat it. If I'm out in public, no,
Yeah, I
I'm
figured
not gonna
this
eat
one
off
would
the
be a
ground.
little situational.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on what it is too, because if it's like something wet, like ice cream,
Oh
and you pick
no.
it up and it's got like little crap all stuck to it,
Yeah,
sometimes
ew.
I will just get rid of the little crap and eat the rest.
If I drop like like a potato chip or something like that, and there's nothing on it when I pick it up at home, then I'll eat it. But like you said, yeah, if it's something wet, I'm not gonna eat it.
You just gotta blow.
Yeah.
Have you ever like found something while cleaning and eaten it?
I don't think so, but that's funny because I was going to text you earlier today and tell you that I found a Dorito in my car today.
Did
And I
you
can't
eat
even,
it?
no, I didn't, but I couldn't even tell you the last time I ate Doritos in my car. Like,
Oh,
I'm gonna say it's been over a year, and I don't know where the Dorito came from because it was like right between my emergency brake and my cup holder. And I'm like, how did that get there? Because it wasn't there yesterday, and I found it there today. And it's not like yes, there's like there's random stuff in my car, but
yeah.
there's not like filth in my car. So I'm like, I don't know how a random Dorito was just in there today. Like, yeah, there's a Christmas tree, but not chips.
Someone was sleeping in your car last night and their
Yeah,
dinner was Doritos.
yeah. I mean, at least leave the bag.
At least give me some of it. What the hell?
Yeah. If I
That's weird.
like, I might say so. Like, if I was cleaning the house and I found food that was like in a package, like an old bag of chips or something, maybe I might eat
Well,
them, but
that's
not just like a
different.
random chip. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I knew someone who would find things and then just put them in their mouth.
Uh,
That grossed me out. Petty reasons not to date someone.
I don't think that's petty. I think that's gross.
I can't remember who it was either. Maybe it was my boyfriend. I don't know. Still dating him though, so that's on me.
Oh gosh. Have you ever broken something and not told somebody?
Technically, no, but also technically, yes. So I was in Taekwondo. I'll just tell the story on this one. I was in Taekwondo and we were just, what is it called? Sparring when you
Hmm.
like don't actually fight, you're just
Yeah.
practicing with someone else. And the girl who was I was sparring with did a front kick right into my hand because you put your hand up to have him kick it. She ended up kicking my middle finger. And so I went and sat down, like, because I was crying. And I was sitting there for a couple minutes, and the teacher comes over and she, like, started screaming at me, like, what are you doing? Why are you over here? You didn't even tell me you were walking away. And I was like, yeah, the girl kicked me and hit my finger. Like, it's hurting me. And she was like, that was no excuse not to tell me, blah, blah, blah. And so I didn't tell her, I guess, and walked away. But like, also, I was pissed off because my finger just got kicked. So I went and called my mom and said, I think something's wrong with my finger. Can you come get me? Because she worked like it was middle school and she worked next to the middle school. And she was like, well, you're going to have to wait until I get off work. So she got off work, came and picked me up, and brought me home. And I was like, it really hurts. And she was like, I don't know what to tell you. And so I just like took a nap And I woke up and it was still hurting really bad. And I was like, I think it's broken. We need to go to the hospital. And then she freaked out at me for not telling her it was broken. And I was like, how the fuck was I supposed to know? I never got an x ray. Like, it just hurt really bad. And finger bones are so little. Like, I couldn't immediately tell if it was broken or not. So I took a nap
Plus, you're
because,
a child. Like, it's not on you to know your
yeah,
fucking fingers broken.
we don't need to get into that trauma. But yeah, I was
Yeah.
like 12
Um.
years old.
So your finger was broken?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I also slammed my. I keep remembering all these things. I also
That's
I slammed my finger in between a wall and a computer monitor because it was like the early 2000s and computer monitors weighed like 30 pounds at the time. So I was trying to walk upstairs and I tripped and smashed my finger in between the wall and the computer monitor. And to this day, it's crooked. I don't know if you can tell how crooked it is, but I never went to the hospital because of who I am as a person. Like, so I wore a band aid around it for about a year and didn't bend it. And I'm assuming it fixed itself. If not, I would have to go get it rebroken, but I think it fixed itself.
I like how you wore a band-aid. You didn't like make a little splint for yourself or something.
I
Like
think
this
we
band-aid will be
eventually
good.
like got a splint and put it on, but
Yeah.
then I just went back to the band-aid because the splint got gross. So, but the band-aid, I put it around the crease so I wouldn't bend it. And then once I took the band-aid off
Oh.
after like a year, I really couldn't bend it. So I had to like retrain my own finger.
Oh.
I
Ouch.
was probably like 10.
Oh. Yeah. I think those were both good stories. I think they would have worked better for that other episode because I'm pretty sure
Eh,
this meant like, did you break an item? Like, were you
Oh,
at a store and you knocked something off a shelf and you didn't tell anyone, or like, were you at your friend's house and you broke something of theirs, or like, I think that's what it meant. Good stories
well,
though.
those both wouldn't have fit in because that episode's going to go long. I already know it because I already have other stories. Those two I actually forgot about. But I'm sure I've broken something of like my mom's and didn't tell her. I just can't think of anything.
Oh, okay.
I think the finger things are better.
Yeah.
All right.
I
What?
can't believe you got in trouble for not telling.
By
Uh,
two people.
yeah. Asshole.
Childhood trauma.
Oh.
What was the weirdest thing to happen to you on a date?
Um, God, I don't really go on dates.
Me neither. I couldn't
So
answer this.
I guess I get like, I don't know. So one time, I don't know, I was like, I met this dude and we were gonna go out on a date, but when he showed up at my house, he had like this giant ass teddy bear. And mind you, I'm like, I was probably like 24, I don't know, somewhere around that. And like he showed up at my house with this giant teddy bear and flowers. And I was like, no.
You should have used that for the petty one.
And I canceled it. But I mean, no, I'm cool with getting flowers. Everybody should buy flowers from flower shops, not from the grocery store. Um, and also, yeah, they were from a grocery store, so like that bothers me. But
Ooh.
I don't know, it was like the teddy bear thing, and like it was way too over the top for like a first time hangout. Like I don't even think I would say it was going to be like a date, but that's just because that's me how I am, and dates are weird. But
Fair.
that was awkward. Oh, okay. Well, an actual date I went on. I wound up dating the guy for like a year, but the first 3 dates I went on with this guy, he brought a friend with him.
What? How old were you?
Oh God, I was 24 and I believe he was, I'm gonna say 22.
So like a
Um,
full-blown adult.
yeah, full blown adult. So like the first time it was like let's just meet up downtown and go for a drink and get to know each other. So like I met up with him and a few friends. So I'm like, okay, that
That
was
makes
fine.
sense.
Like I was like, all right, I'm okay with that. But it was just me and him and a couple of friends, which again was fine. It's like in a public place. Um, so it wasn't like I wasn't putting myself in danger or whatever. It was a
Yeah.
military town, so like the whole like all the dudes want to go out on certain days of the week, whatever. And you always know when it's payday because the bars are packed. But the first of the 15th, crowded downtown Beaufort. um, yeah, so the first time, like, okay, cool, like these guys are nice, whatever. Well, then we're like made plans to go on an actual date. So we go to the movies, and he picks me up, and his friend is with him. And I'm like, I thought we were going to the movies. He's like, yeah, we are. And I'm like, okay, why is Joe with us? And he's like, well, his wife, I don't remember his wife or his girlfriend, wife, whatever. I don't know. She's not home, so he's just with me. I'm like,
What a
dude,
weird
he has no
excuse.
life. Yeah. And then so the three of us go and see the movie. And I'm like, we had a really good time. So I'm like, all right, we'll just go. That's a little bit odd, but whatever. And then the next time we made plans to hang out, he was with him again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, turns out the very first night, like when I met up with all of them, or like him and the other friends, like we hit it off. So then me and that, I guess it doesn't really matter if I say names because this dude's not going to hear this. So me and Don like wound up going to a different bar and having a drink, just the two of us, and the other guys went off and did whatever. Well, then we wound up like he came back to my house after, and we hung out with my roommate for a while and just like chit chatted, whatever, like till like 4 in the morning or something, and then he went home. Well, apparently, while like push comes to shove, find out like a few months into dating this dude, um, that guy that had gone on the several dates with us, that night, that first night that we hung out, he was at dude's house fucking his wife. So
What?
the guy that I had gone on the dates with and wound up dating, he was separated from his prior wife, but they hadn't been divorced yet. And they were separated for a while, and I knew all that going into it, whatever, because she had cheated on him. So whatever, you know, drama. But so this dude's friend who was going on these dates with us was fucking his wife.
That's so
And
weird.
apparently had been fucking his wife while they like before the separation, and then like continued after. I'm like, man, that is like that's messed up. And then you're just like going on dates with him. Like, what a backstabbing piece of shit friend, right?
That's that was all just a weird dynamic going on right there.
Yeah. I know that it was weirder than me and him dated for a while, but that didn't work out. Then he cheated on me, so I guess it was like a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing in his life. Everyone cheats on everyone. Yeah, and then he got married to the
Jeez.
chick that he cheated on me with, and then they got divorced. I'm gonna assume he probably cheated on her too,
That's so
but I don't know.
exhausting.
Yeah,
I don't know how people do that. The whole cheating thing, like I can't even remember or keep track of my own life. How am I going to remember like to keep track of two lives?
yeah. I don't know how you can keep your story straight.
You
The
can't.
best
I
part
mean,
about that, like whole thing, is like when we broke up, like I stayed friends with like a lot of his friends, and they're like, "Nah, fuck that dude." So like that was kind of cool.
that's nice.
Yeah, yeah. If you could have a pet dinosaur, what kind would you want?
Is it bad that I don't know like any kinds of dinosaurs?
I mean, you can just describe one. It doesn't have to be like the real name.
I kind of like I think triceratops are pretty cute. I like that they're kind of like on the smaller side and have little spikies. That's the one I'm talking about, right? Is that the
Mhm.
spiky one with the little horns?
I don't know if they're small, but yeah, they have like the three horns, and then they have that little like around them.
Yeah, I
Would you
think
ride on that thing? Like,
yeah.
if you had one, would you go for a ride on it?
Yeah, I think it kind of reminds me of like a little hedgehog type thing, but as a way bigger scale, and I just think they're cute.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Your name is Sarah, and in the land before
Ah,
time, that little triceratops name is Sarah.
Triceratops.
Yeah.
I need to marry someone with the last name Tops, and then change my first name to Tri-Sarah. And then I could be Triceratops. Or my last name could be Nade, and I'll be Sarah Nade. I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah, just you and your boyfriend are gonna have to break up, or he's gonna need to change his last name.
He wanted to change his last name anyway because it's hyphenated, so might as well just
Yeah,
change it to something completely new.
yeah, just change it to Nade
Yeah, that'd
or
be
Top.
fun. I think the tops would be a little harder because I also have to change my first name to try Sarah.
Yeah, that's true. I was in my head, I was trying to make a different word, but I wasn't sure it was working. I was gonna say, or change it to Naran Wrap. So I was trying to get Saran Wrap, but I don't, that doesn't work. Sarah
Sarah.
Nan Wrap. It doesn't
There
work.
was another one that I always thought about, and now I can't think of it. There was Serenade, and there was, I don't know, I could be Cerebellum. This is getting weird. All right. What
Yeah.
is the strangest place you had to spend the night?
Well, I mean, you know me, I don't really like to leave my house. I don't know. I
But like
slept
as a
in
teenager, you never found
cars.
yourself in like weird places and oh,
No, I was not the type to go out and do stuff as a teenager. Well, I mean, I did, but like if I went somewhere, it would be like at a friend's house or something, but not very often. Um, I mean, I've definitely had to sleep in my car before, or like woken up in the back seat of my car because I was too drunk to drive home. So I was just like, put this bitch in park and get in the back seat, go to bed.
night.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say that's probably it.
Oh.
I'm
Well, that
boring.
question sucks then.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I did irresponsible things, but I did them where I knew I could get home. You know.
Yeah, I either usually got home or stayed at a friend's house. I have slept on people's like floors,
Oh,
like hardwood floors. That sucked.
wow,
I got
that
like
sounds
an
miserable.
hour of sleep.
Oh, oh, this is my favorite one. Are you ready for this one?
Probably not, but go for it.
I feel like I already know the answer, but this is my favorite one. Okay. What don't you like about me?
Do I know the answer?
I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming that you're
I mean, I
thinking I'm
want
going to
you
say that you
to
don't read things completely, and
yeah,
that
that's what I
definitely drives me nuts.
that's what I assumed, but you can be honest. You don't have to use that if that's not the real answer.
I think that has to do with like what I'm actually going to say is that this would probably be the same to me, but I'm the asshole who does this. So I always send you out of context jokes and you never understand them. And it drives me nuts, even though I'm the dick who's giving you jokes out of context. But I think I'm so funny and then you don't get it and I feel bad.
I mean,
So
that
that's a
still
little
tracks. That does happen.
that's mostly my fault though.
Well, I guess that's kind of flattering because that's not on me. But if you would have chosen the fact that I don't fully read stuff,
No,
like
that's definitely one of it.
that
Yeah.
would be true, so it wouldn't be offensive.
I think some of the jokes you don't get is because you don't read fully. So that's why I was saying they were going kind of hand in hand.
I'm sure it has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously I do that. I don't do it. Well, I don't do it intentionally. It's just something that I do, and not even the just misreading, just like the just assuming what something says and just getting bored and not continuing to read it. I've gotten better at when people are talking to me, I actually try to listen, but in the past, I would essentially do that with a conversation. Like I'll be listening and then I'll just get bored of it, so I'll just check out. My aunt one time was telling me a story. It was we went through this phase where everyone knew I would do it, so they'd have to call me out on it so that I would start paying attention again. And my mom would just call me out constantly. She'd be like, "Just fucking listen." My aunt's telling me a story one time, and like I realized I wasn't listening, so I tried to get back into it, and then I was listening, and then I guess I had zoned out again or just like stopped caring. And all of a sudden I just hear her say, yeah, and then this worm just starts crawling out of my face and I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, what? She's like, I knew you weren't listening to the fucking story. And I'm like, well, sometimes it takes people too long to get to the point. I get bored. I don't want to listen. Like, get there faster. And I feel like
That's
that
true.
when I read.
I do that too. Like if people are taking way too long, especially if like I'm on the phone with them, I'll just sit there and be like, come on, get to it. As we're making a podcast where we're long telling stories.
I mean,
Oops.
I just, yeah, I don't know. I get bored easily. I mean, easily distracted. It's not my fault.
Me too. Um, what's another good one? Do you like pineapple on pizza?
I don't like pineapple at all.
Oh.
It's gross.
Um, do you
I don't
like
like the
any
taste.
weird toppings on pizza? Like that people
Um,
wouldn't traditionally put on?
Pizza, I will just eat like cheese, pepperoni, bacon, like barbecue and bacon, like barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce.
That sounds so
That's
good
it.
right now. I'm so
It is so
hungry.
fucking good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not into like all of those pizza toppings that a lot of people eat. Like, I don't like vegetables on my pizza. I love vegetables, but not on pizza.
Which is funny because the only way I'll eat most vegetables is if you put it on pizza. Like if you give me a veggie pizza, I will eat it. And I hate onions,
Hmm,
but I will eat it. I don't know why. Because I like
yeah.
pizza.
I love pizza, yeah, but I only want like specific things on it.
I mean,
Boring.
obviously, if I'm buying my own pizza, like even me and my boyfriend will get separate pizzas so we can get what we want on it.
Hmm.
And then we'll have like leftovers and stuff. But like if someone else is buying it, I will almost eat anything on a pizza
If someone
except
else is,
tomato.
yeah, if somebody else is buying it, I'll just pick off whatever I don't eat because
Mm-hmm.
that's like like I don't like to be an inconvenience to other people just because of the way that
Right.
I choose to eat things. So I'll just take it off. But like I don't care if other people eat pineapple on pizza. Like that's not something that bothers me. Like, people act like it's a huge controversy. I
Oh
don't
my
care what you
God, I
put on your
know.
food. I'm not eating it. I don't give a shit.
And it's funny because I hate pineapple, but I will eat it on pizza. Am I
Oh,
right?
really? Yeah, I just punched this.
Yeah, like a Hawaiian pizza, it's got to have barbecue sauce though. I don't know what is up with some people who will make Hawaiian pizza with red sauce. I guess that's a thing. Or they'll mix the two.
With
But
what sauce?
red sauce, like pizza sauce.
Is that not what's normally on it?
Every time I always had Hawaiian or heard about Hawaiian, it was with barbecue sauce.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what. So I guess I'm the weird one, but I won't eat Hawaiian if it's got red sauce because I feel like the whole tropical Hawaiian thing, barbecue, pineapple, and ham. Does that not sound more Hawaiian than
That yeah,
pizza
that sounds
sauce?
like it would taste a heck of a lot better too.
So much better.
Yeah.
So barbecue sauce, life hack.
Yeah. I
All
would say I
right.
would try it, but I don't like tomato or I also don't like tomatoes, but I don't like pineapple, so I'm not going to try it.
It's funny because I love pizza, but I hate tomatoes.
Yeah,
If
I don't like
anyone says a tomato, like a raw tomato or even a cooked tomato, is the same thing as pizza sauce or ketchup, you're wrong.
I don't like raw tomatoes. I don't like cooked tomatoes. I don't like fucking ketchup. You know that. Everybody
Yeah.
knows I hate ketchup. It's disgusting. Um, I will eat pizza sauce and I will sometimes eat pasta sauce depending on how thick the tomatoes are in it. Same with
Yes.
salsa. I will eat pureed salsa, but I won't eat chunky salsa. It
My
doesn't
salsa
have,
has to
yeah,
be pureed. Yep.
yeah,
Or I'll eat around the chunks like a child if I'm in a restaurant.
yep.
All
I'll just
right.
just do a little dippy, not a skippy.
You want to do one more question each?
Who is an animated movie character you would totally hook up with if they were real?
Animated. Oh Lord. There's so many animated movies out there. Does it have to be like an actual person or can it
I'm
be
gonna. It could be anything, and also I'm gonna say it doesn't have to be a movie character, just an animated character.
Oh, that's even more.
Which I accidentally sent you mine the other day when I tried to copy and paste the damn. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I
No, you
didn't.
told me
Never
what
mind.
fictional family you would want to live with. Not the
Same
same.
answer though. Same answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oops, just shook it. Um, oh my God, there's so many animated characters out there. For a girl, Mulan is kind of hot. Like that's my girl choice. Um,
Is she a teenager?
oh God, not now. I mean, it's been like 30 years, right?
True, 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 true. Or like when you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it's either like young people, weird adults, or animals. So what do you want from
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter. It can even be an animal because it's not real life, so it doesn't matter. You're not really fucking a bear. Like,
I mean, if it could be an animal, Nala always has those like sexy eyes going on from Lion
yeah,
King.
yeah.
Can you say yours so I can think for a second about mine?
What my oh Bob Belcher.
Thanks.
So yeah, Bob Belcher. I don't know why he's so funny. Totally does it for me. And I texted Sarah accidentally the other day when I was gathering these questions, thinking that I was putting it in copy and paste onto my phone so that I would remember to ask her which fictional family would you want to be a part of, if you could choose any. And I accidentally texted it to her instead of putting it into the copy and paste. And my choice was the Belchers because they're just like the coolest down to earth family on Bob's Burgers. Like, fuck Romeo and Juliet. I want to love like Bob and Linda, but I don't know why Bob is so fucking awkward and weird, but he totally does it for me.
I can see that. That tracks.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna go with another teenager.
Okay.
uh Danny Phantom. I had
Oh,
a
Danny
crush on
Phantom's pretty
him
cool.
because he could
Danny
change like
Phantom.
he had white hair and then he had when he was a ghost and then he had dark hair and then I don't know. He looked hot both ways.
If I had if I had to pick a girl, I'd probably pick Katara.
Oh,
Or I'll take that back. I might also pick Toph.
I forgot about Avatar. Sokka. I like Sokka. All right.
All right.
I'm trying to
Are
think.
you just adding Sokka to your answer too?
Yeah, because he's funny. He's got the personality. Danny Phantom's got the looks, so that's where I'm going on that.
I love her
What
life.
what is the
These are
weirdest?
hard hitting questions.
These are so weird. I tried to find the
Sorry.
weirdest questions that I could. So, what is the weirdest thing you have found in someone's house?
Oh, in my own house. So when I was like 20 and 21, I rented a house with a friend of mine. We rented it through a management company, and like because we live in Florida, we don't have like full on attics that you can like go up into and like do whatever with your storage, like a lot of places up north. And um the management company, the lady was like, oh yeah, the owner said that there's like Christmas decorations in the attic area in the garage that you can, help yourself to, just make sure you put them back up in there if you want to do like decorations outside or whatever. So I don't like closed spaces. I'm not really claustrophobic, but I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't go up in there. So I called a friend of mine who was like really small and petite, and he climbed up in there and he went in there and he like pulled everything out for us, so we could like go through it. So he's like giving all these boxes and he's like, oh shit, guys, there's like one more like way in the back. Like the way he's saying it, like, Brandy and I totally think he's like making this up. Like he's just like fucking with us. He's like, I don't know, it's creepy looking, it's metal, like there's studs on this box. And I'm like, we're like, what are you like, no way. He's like, okay, I'm gonna crawl back there and get it. So he goes like deep into the attic and he gets this box. But again, it's like behind all this Christmas stuff. So it's still technically with the Christmas stuff. It's not like on a different side of the room or something. And he pulls it out and we're like going through the Christmas boxes and we're like, well, okay, let's just open this. So he brings it down and it's like a big, I mean, it's probably like 3 by 2 feet wide and then like 2 feet tall or whatever. It's a pretty deep, like metal chest with like these little metal studs like around it. So we open it up and it's just like full of like this is the owners of the house's like sex box that they forgot was in the attic. It's got like 80s like VHS porn, which obviously we put in the VCR to check it out. In one of the videos, it was like pregnant fetish, and the dude is eating. So this is gonna get extra explicit. The dude is like using saltine crackers to scoop up chocolate off of her pregnant belly, and then they fuck, and he comes on her stomach, and he's using the saltine crackers scoop up the cum and the chocolate syrup and eat it.
I'm so grossed out.
It wasn't the landlords in the porn videos. Let me just make sure that that's
Oh,
clear.
thank
This
God.
is just like, yeah, no, this is just like production porn, but it's still in there. So we're like, this is the porn that our landlords are into. So there's like that, and then some other VHS tapes. There's like a big ass dildo, a couple old ass vibrators, and Polaroid photos. Polaroid photo, like porn photos of the landlord, like the owners of the house,
Oh no.
like her naked, him naked, a little bit of sexual stuff in all Polaroid photos, like big ass fucking 70s, 80s bush. And I'm like, do we tell the management company that we found this? Do we just put it back? Like, do we get rid of it? So we wound up just like putting it back up there. I mean, obviously we watched, we played the videos because we wanted to know what
Yeah.
they were. But so we just put it back, and we didn't tell them about it because we didn't want to like embarrass them, and I didn't want to throw it out in case they came back looking for it sometime. Like, could you imagine if like we had kids and we're like, oh yeah, let's get this Christmas stuff out,
Oh no.
open it up? Yeah, that's the weirdest thing that I found.
Well, that's a pretty good box. I mean, not good, but also good for a story.
Yeah. So then, like,
So, if anyone out there has found dildos in a box, let us know at Chill Child on Twitter because those are some of my favorite stories.
yeah, you'll never think about a saltine cracker the same again.
No, I'm already grossed out. I'm not going to eat them
Yeah.
ever again. I thought you were going somewhere else with that story, and I'm glad you didn't, but it was still pretty
So
bad.
yeah, it was not. It wasn't good for me.
Yeah. So, if anyone wants to answer any of the questions, doesn't have to be just about dildos in a box. Um, let us know at what is it at Chill and Child? I just said it on Twitter. We love to have conversation with you about some of the questions that we asked each other. We want to hear your answers. Let us
Yeah,
know.
follow us at Chill and Child or at the Child Official, of my own, because sometimes Sarah doesn't do a good job at checking stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm terrible, but I'll see it eventually. And we will also see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.